The Old Mr. Park That Turned Into a Pig, Part 1. Once there lived a rich Mr. Park in a country village. He worked all his life, saved his money, and became rich. After becoming rich, he started having different ideas.
Others buy government positions with money. So, should I get myself one too this time?
Mr. Park sold 1/3 of his assets and went to Seoul. He went straight to the house of the Lord that had connections to government service.
Sir, this may not be a lot, but this is what I can offer you. Will you please take this and get me a small position?
Oh, yeah? Let me find out.
Mr. Park started eating and sleeping at the Lord's guesthouse and waited for the government position. A month passed, 2 months passed, and a year passed. But the Lord didn't say a word about it. Mr. Park grew tired of waiting and asked the Lord,
Well, since I owe you a big favor, I'm going to move to a different place.
And the Lord cunningly said,
Just wait a little bit more. There are too many people looking for government positions.
Mr. Park realized that the Lord was asking for more money and decided to give him half of his remaining asset from his home. He gave the Lord money again and said,
Please find me a position this time.
The greedy Lord said,
Sure, don't worry,
and reassured Mr. Park. But another year passed and there was no news.
Lord, thank you for everything.
Why, you are leaving? Just wait a little more. There is a position that might be good for you.
Mr. Park realized that the Lord was asking for more money and sold all his asset at home.
Lord, this is the last of my assets. Please give me the position this time. Please. It is my only wish before I die, even if a small position.
I told you not to worry and just wait.
But another year passed. Mr. Park couldn't wait any more and complained to the Lord. He was furious because he gave away all his assets. But he still couldn't get any government position.
I can't wait any longer. I'm going back home.
This time, the Lord didn't even blink an eye and said,
Yeah? Then go if you want.
Mr. Park regretted so much as he left the Lord's house.
Oh, I'm in trouble. I gave away everything. I saved up for all my life just for a government position.
Penniless, Mr. Park headed back home. Then, there was an old white-haired man sitting on the road with a basket of yellow oriental melons. Hungry Mr. Park asked the old man,
Excuse me, can I have one melon, please?
Sure, but you can't just eat this melon. You have to wear this net bag over once you eat it.
Mr. Park was so hungry that he put the net bag over his head without asking why. Not surprisingly, Mr. Park turned into a pig. What would have happened to Mr. Park that turned into a pig?